Good morning, everyone. In this lecture, we will discuss some disaster management cycle. So, let's we start. The concept of management cycle integrates isolated attempts on the part of different actors, government and non-government, towards vulnerability reduction or disaster mitigation within the enveloping domain of disaster management, and as phases occurring in different time periods in disaster management continuum. This has facilitated a planned approach to disaster management in the post-disaster recovery and pre-disaster mitigation planning are perceived as integrated related activities. Disaster management efforts are geared toward disaster risk management. Disaster risk management implies the systematic process of using administrative decision, organization, operational skills, and capacities to implement policies, strategies, and coping capacities of the societies, communities to lessen the impact of natural hazard and related environment and technological disaster. These comprises all form of activities including structural or non-structural measure to avoid prevention or to limit mitigation and preparedness adverse effect of hazards. These are key stages of activity in disaster management before a disaster. First one is a before a disaster, to reduce the potential of for human, material and environmental losses caused by hazard, and to ensure that these losses are minimized when disaster strikes. Second is that during a disaster, to ensure that the need and provision of victims are met to alleviate and minimize suffering. Third is the after a disaster, to achieve rapid and durable recovery. Common perception of disaster management is limited to emergency relief and post-disaster rehabilitation. This is so because these two elements are by far and not separated. Thus, prevention, mitigation and preparedness for pre-disaster activities in the disaster management cycle, and response comprising relief, recovery and rehabilitation are post-disaster activities, while emergency relief and rehabilitation are vital activities. Successful disaster management planning must encompass the complete realm of activities and situations that occur before, during and after disaster. These phases can best be represented as a cycle which is followed through public policy can obstruct future development of disaster by impeding the vicious cycle of cause and effect. One of the key issues in disaster management planning is the allocation of resources at all stages of the disaster cycle, which optimize the total effectiveness of risk reduction activities and maximize the overall impact of disaster management. This approach has imparted a more holistic perception to disaster management and has served to integrate disaster management with development planning, in that most pre-disaster activities involve activities for vulnerability reduction like poverty reduction, employment provision, etc., which are also mainstream development concern. तो डिजास्टर साइकिल के बारे में आप देखेंगे इस फिगर में. डिजास्टर देन रेस्पॉन्स करना है, देन रिकवरी करना है, देन डेवलपमेंट करना है, देन मिटिगेशन करना है, देन प्रिपेयरनेस ये करना है. दी आर द सम स्टेप्स आफ्टर एंड डिजास्टर. ठीक है, रेस्पॉन्स करना है, रिकवरी, उसके बाद डेवलपमेंट, देन मिटिगेशन, देन प्रिपेयरना है. तो दिस इज द डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट साइकिल. The different phase of disaster are represented in disaster cycle diagram. First one is the disaster event. This refers to a real-time event of hazard occurring and affecting the elements at risk. The duration of event will depend upon the type of threat. For example, ground shaking may only occur for a few seconds during an earthquake, while flooding may take place over a longer period of time. Disaster have tremendous modifying impact on physical landscape. Within a few minutes, an entire region is reduced to rubble. In the event of earthquake, the impact lead to loss of life and property in affected area. Loss is being directly correlated to the vulnerability of the region. Physical and socio-economic vulnerabilities, also socio-economic. Weaker section of society, that is women, children, as aged and handicapped, mentally infirm, etc., suffer a lot more than their stronger counterparts. Studies have also unearthed positive correlation between poverty and vulnerability. The poor inhabit the most hazardous physical area because they are easier to procure and offer added advantage like proximity to sea of fishermen to fertile soil for farmer near flood prone areas, etc., that makes them prone to losses both of assets and life. The poor also lack of resilience to recover from shock in the aftermath of a disaster. This brings to light the need for multifaceted response to disaster which takes account of all political and economic ramifications. Issues to be addressed range from physical to social and economic vulnerable of weaker sections that suffer more relative to other better placed. Second is a disaster response. A disaster is a cataclysmic event that has severe modifying impact. Consequences are both physical and social. Human disaster response has to tackle all our foresaid challenges. Disaster response entail restoring physical facilities, rehabilitation of affected population, restoration of lost livelihoods, and reconstruction effort of restore the infrastructure lost or damaged. These are inherent important lessons to be learned from disaster response. Retrospectively, it brings to light flaws in effort partitioning to policy and planning with respect to location and type of infrastructure and social schemes to improve the social positioning to underprivileged, particular with respect to access the resources of the unprivileged. Disaster alternate is evolution time for administrative setup is that disaster response expose system weakness. Disaster is the ultimate test of administrative efficiency in the sense positive impact of environment, preparedness, procedural simplicity, logistic speed and expertise. There are inherent important lessons to be learned with regard to administrative reforms by way of policy intervention to ensure better institutional preparedness, countering country pulls such as the lack of social cohesion owing to relational differentiations that effectively impede response in the sense of self-help and communitarism. Long-term mitigation policy to counter vulnerabilities, structure and non-structure by enabling legal provision and honest implementation of the same. Recovery. The recovery phase involves implementation of actions to promote sustainable redevelopment, reconstruction, rehabilitation following a disaster. It covers long-term measures like rebuilding a house, assets, infrastructure, school building, hospital building, and other public building. It's a process undertaken by disaster-affected community to fully restore itself to pre-disaster level. Recovery is the activity that returns infrastructure system to minimum operating standards and guided long-term effort designed to return life on normal or improved level after a disaster. Recovery is also sometimes used to describe the activities that encompass the three overlapping phases of emergency relief and rehabilitation and reconstruction. Emergency relief. Emergency relief refers to the period immediately following the disaster when steps are taken to meet the needs to survivor. The regards to shelter, water, food and medical care activities undertaken during and following a disaster include immediate relief, rescue, damage and needs assist or debris clearance. Rescue and relief are critical elements of responses. These would necessitate institutional organizational improvement by way of better delegation to field agency, improvement in decision making and communication process, incorporation in indigenous traditional knowledge on warning sign or cartographic knowledge of safe or unsafe areas. Rehabilitation implies activities that are undertaken to support the victims return to of the temporary housing and public utilities as interim measure to assist longer term recovery through permanent housing and infrastructure. Beside physical element, rehabilitation program or also include economic rehabilitation through livelihood recovery and support actions are finding alternate employment options those who cannot get back to the original occupations due to the irreparable damage. Rehabilitation also include physio-social rehabilitation Thank you.